I knew something was wrong the moment she put her phone face down on the table. It was my birthday dinner. The candles flickered between us, and yet Emily's smile, the smile that once could light up my whole world, wasn't directed at me. She glanced at the phone like it was pulling her with invisible strings. Her fork hovered above her plate, untouched. "Everything okay?" I asked, trying to keep my voice light, almost casual. She startled, like I'd pulled her from another world. "Yeah, sorry. Work stuff." But the way she said it, flat, dismissive. I'd been with Emily long enough to know her tells. The way her thumb brushed against the edge of the phone. The quick inhale before she lied. And on my birthday, no less. We'd been married for 7 years. Not perfect years, but good ones, at least I thought. I worked long hours as a project manager, building a future for us. She, a marketing consultant, often complained about her boss being overbearing, about late-night campaigns, about how tired she was. I listened. I supported. But that night something cracked inside me. I forced a smile. "Well, I'm glad work is keeping you so entertained." She flinched at my tone, then quickly reached for her wine glass, covering her unease with a sip. That's when her phone buzzed again. She didn't even hesitate. She flipped it over, her eyes darting to the screen, lips curving into a faint private smile. "Not for me." I don't remember eating. I remember staring at her, watching the way she typed quickly, thumbs flying across the screen like her life depended on it. My chest tightened with every buzz, every flash of light. Finally I asked, "Who is it?" She froze. Just for a second, but it was enough. "No one important," she said too quickly. The lie tasted like ash in the air. I let it go. Not because I believed her, but because I didn't want the truth. Not yet. That night, lying in bed beside her, I listened as she whispered into her phone in the bathroom. Her voice was low, hushed, almost playful. "On my birthday." I closed my eyes, fists clenched. My mind tried to rationalize. Maybe it was a client. Maybe a friend. But deep down, a darker voice whispered the truth I didn't want to face. She was with me, but her heart was somewhere else. The following days were torture. She grew distant, distracted. Her laughter, once freely mine, was reserved for whoever was on the other end of that glowing screen. I started noticing patterns. Late nights at work. Texts she guarded with her life. The faint scent of cologne that wasn't mine lingering on her scarf. Every sign pointed to the thing I feared most. Still, I wanted to be wrong. A week later I found proof. Her phone buzzed on the counter while she showered. I didn't mean to look. My hand moved before my mind caught up. The name on the screen, Aaron. The message. "Last night was amazing. Can't stop thinking about you. Wish I could be there now instead of him." My vision blurred. My heart pounded like it was trying to escape my chest. It was real. I didn't confront her that night. I couldn't. The words stuck in my throat like shards of glass. Instead, I sat across from her at dinner, watching her lie with her eyes, her smiles, her distracted giggles at her phone. Inside, I was unraveling. The breaking point came a few days later. My belated birthday party. Emily had insisted on inviting friends over. She dressed up, looked radiant, but again, her attention wasn't on me. It was on her phone. Even as our friends sang happy birthday, even as I blew out the candles, her fingers typed furiously under the table. Her lips curved at messages I wasn't part of. That's when it hit me. I was invisible in my own life. I stood there, cake knife in hand, surrounded by laughter that suddenly felt hollow. And in that moment something inside me shifted. I couldn't do it anymore. After everyone left, I didn't yell. I didn't cry. I just looked at her. "Emily," I said, my voice calm, too calm. "I know about Aaron." The color drained from her face. What are you talking about?" I held her gaze. "Don't lie. Not tonight." Her lips trembled. For the first time in weeks, she put the phone down. Tears welled in her eyes. "I didn't mean for it to happen. I was lonely. You've been so busy with work." I laughed, bitter and sharp. So that justifies sneaking around behind my back. On my birthday, Emily. Whispering to him while I sat alone next to you. She sobbed, covering her face. I made a mistake. No, I cut her off. A mistake is forgetting an anniversary. This was a choice. Over and over again. And tonight you chose him over me. The silence stretched between us, heavy and suffocating. Finally, I said the words that had been clawing at my chest. I'm done. Her eyes widened, panic replacing guilt. What do you mean? You can't just. I can, I said, my voice steady. Because I've been walking alone in this marriage for months. And tonight I realized. I'd rather walk away completely than keep pretending. I grabbed my keys. She reached for me, desperate. Please don't go. We can fix this. I'll end it with him, I swear. I looked at her hand on my arm, the same hand that had held her phone so tightly, guarding it from me. I gently pulled away. You should have thought of that before. And then I walked out. The night air hit me like a slap. Cold, dark, freeing. I didn't know where I was going. I just knew I couldn't stay. Every step away from that house felt like reclaiming a piece of myself she'd stolen. Every breath came easier, though my chest still ached with betrayal. I wasn't just leaving her. I was leaving behind the man who settled for being second in his own marriage. In the days that followed, she tried everything. Calls, texts, emails filled with apologies, promises, pleas. But something had shifted inside me that night. She ignored me for him on my birthday. She made me invisible. But the moment I walked away, I realized something powerful. I wasn't the one losing. She was. Because she traded loyalty, love, and a future for a fling built on lies. And me. I was finally free to start over.